Next up, we do have Randall Standard, Randy from VoicePad. Randy, do you want to go ahead and turn your camera on here? And then you'll have, we'll give you, if you can give us a quick overview of yourself and what VoicePad solves for in the marketplace, and we'll run through our demo. That would be awesome.
Very good. Thank you, Jacqueline. Hi, guys. My name's Randy Standard. It's funny, I was looking at the calendar 20 years ago today. I actually started in the basement with VoicePad. As far as my history goes, I spent my first 17 years working with AT&T companies, building wireless networks around the country. And 20 years ago this month, I started VoicePad. I've always been intrigued with the real estate industry, and it has only grown. What I'm going to show you today is a quick overview of the capabilities of VoicePad, and remember that this is the product of many, many years of work. And I don't have time to thank all of the team members here today, but I do want to introduce you to someone that's pretty special, okay? And I am sharing my screen right now. Did that come up okay, everybody?
Looks great.
Okay, this is Eve. Eve doesn't exist. Eve is the compilation of thousands of inflected audio files, and she does many things. She can describe properties. She can describe an entire inventory. She knows the names of your agents so that she can recognize them when a phone comes in. Give you an idea, and I don't want to go too deep into the woods. Log in here. This is Eve in a nutshell. This is an agent dashboard, but that's not what we're going to go into. This is Eve in action in English.
This eye-catching 4-bedroom, 2 full baths, and 1/2 bath French country home is located in Louisville's beautiful historic Highlands. Interior features of this property include large bedrooms, hardwood floors, a wood-burning fireplace, superior-grade kitchen appliances, a formal living room, upgraded tile countertops, a luxury master's suite, and a gourmet kitchen. On the outside, this property features a lot with adjacent acreage available, a covered patio, a wraparound deck, waterfront access, an exceptional view, and a boathouse. Community amenities include a historically high-demand residential location and a full-service country club nearby. The approximate square footage is 2,600 square feet.
Okay, that's basically Eve. I won't play this next presentation, but if any of you are fluent in Spanish, I'll let you listen to this.
Esta casa de campo francesa tiene 4 recámaras, 2 baños y un medio baño. Se encuentra en los planos bonitos de Louisville. Hay una jornada de puertas abiertas.
We learned a few things as we were developing these languages. Each one of those presentations were at least 100 voice files, all chained together in an instant to basically be able to speech enable pretty much any data feed. For a real life example, I'm going to pull up one of your newest larger clients. It's Long & Foster, and one of the ways that this audio technology is utilized, and if you ever go to the Long & Foster site, we've got effectively 7 states worth of IDX listing data, and they are all speech enabled in English and Spanish. The reason that this is here for Long & Foster is, and we can see it from the results, is they're getting a lot of activity from people who don't have English as a first language. And the further we go down this hill, the more accessible you want your listing data to be. The other thing, and these are HTML5 audio players, they don't do pop-ups, but they've also got coding on them. And if this is an altruistic part of the build, but if you have relatives or friends that are sight impaired and they use a device called page readers, these players can direct people with sight impairments to a particular part where they can hear the audio. These are just a part of the component of how Eve works. When combined with listing data and agent data, we hope to show you a lot more things that we can do as well. In terms of the other product that Eve is really good at, and I'm going to give you a demo of this. This is Receptionist on-demand reception. It basically takes the place of an admin, potentially, who's answering the phones all day. If you haven't ever really talked to an admin at the front desk, let me tell you what their day's like, okay? About 40% of the calls are junk, and about 40% of the calls are someone calling in to reach an agent. So I can show you exactly what's going on here on the diagram. If somebody calls in, for example, for a sales lead, Eve can actually ring agents on a floor duty schedule, up to 20 agents at once, because these are the types of opportunities that you never want going to voicemail. One of the things that we learned early on, and if you ever dialed an agent's cell phone, they probably won't answer. And it's the same reason you won't either. And that is, if I don't recognize the phone number, if it's important, they'll leave a message. And that's kind of where we've come today. With the simul ring logic that you see on the infographic below, we indicate on the caller ID that this is a sales call, so that the agent knows to remove themselves and take the call. If it's multiple agents at once, when we ring them, we say there's a sales lead holding, press 1 if you're available to take this call. So in that terms, we use the first available agent. And this is a system. And if you've ever watched receptionists in an office, they're calling agents on floor duty, and it's crazy. And they do it sequentially. This way, we do it all at once. If you look down here, we keep track of exactly what types of calls come into the offices. We are now doing the main office reception work for a whole bunch of brokers. The timing of this product was really good. You know, as we launched it at the beginning of last year, and then we had the pandemic, and a lot of offices were just completely closed, and there's really not a solution at all for the broker. They send cell phones home with the receptionist and hope they can make it work. The implementation of this solution is really easy. What we do is we give the broker a local phone number, and they just forward their calls to it. They don't need to change their phones out. They don't need to do anything. And if they decide they want to answer the calls, they simply take it off forward. What this product does is it makes better utilization of a broker's staff than answering phones. We also listen to all of the robocalls so that our customers don't have to. And there is a trust issue at the front desk. If you've been in the real estate industry long enough, there's always some elements of trust. Who's handling my calls? Where are they sending them to? With a machine, it's different. Let me go ahead and give you an idea of how this would work.
Welcome to Team Thompson with Feminine Realtors. For a directory of our team members, press 1. For automated property information by phone, text, or mobile web, press 2. If you want to sell your home, we can help. Press 3. For a competitive mortgage quote, press 4. To connect with a team member now, please speak the agent's name at the beep. To speak to an operator, press 0. To return to the previous menu, press star.
Jim Metz.
Please hold while I transfer you to Jim Metz. If this is not the correct...
I'm going to end the call there. The speech recognition and the capabilities of this technology have really improved. What we can say right now is the speech recognition, and we have some flexibility in this. We can put agents' maiden names. We can do phonetic spelling. But what we want to have happen is when somebody calls in and they speak that agent's name, it goes right to the agent. It eliminates a lot of the trust issue. The agent knows through the caller ID what type of calls coming in. And we can also on this system, if we didn't go through the demo, but if somebody just wants a link to the website, the phone system will automatically text back a link to the website, and we can keep track of the activity there because the link is a tracking site. On-demand reception is where we see our growth now. I look at the realities of the real estate business, and this will become more and more important, especially as agents learn how to work more remotely. And I think a lot of real estate offices are going to be looking at their leases here before long as well. The other product that I wanted to talk to you about today is Open House Every Day. This was a completely intuitive build. We know that you guys at Elevate have open house products, and we hope that this can be a part of that solution. Let me kind of go over how this works. We have two specific products. They're our biggest products. This is a relatively new one. It's call to action premises-based advertising. And this is what happens. Somebody shows up in the front of a house and they're interested in dealing with the listing agent. There are many reasons why buyers now want to work directly with the listing agent. If it's easier to schedule an appointment through Zillow, that just turned the commission from 6% to 3%. We want people to be able to schedule showings immediately through text or a phone call. So as you can see, the call is Open House Every Day. If someone were to text open to the number supplied on the phone, they would get a response for that particular agent. They'd be able to pick their date, their time, and then they can actually schedule it right there on the spot. If they were to actually call the number and not do the text, we have a similar process. And you can look at the overview here. One of the first questions that we ask, and this is one of the banes of agents who are doing virtual or doing open house events, they always have to ask this question: are you working with an agent? Yes or no? Well, we do that from an automated standpoint. We also will do the simultaneous ring because these people are probably sitting in front of the house. You can see the phone number with Open House so that the agents know that this is a lead. More importantly, we have this voice file added while we're doing the ringing. Please hold while I connect you. This call may be recorded for security and training purposes. Yes, it's important from a security standpoint, but from a training standpoint, team leaders love this. They want to review who's able to close a door on their team, who can sell, who can't sell, who needs training. You just don't get to hear those interactions very often in the real estate business. So as you can see the flow down here, the agent will be introduced. The other agents who did not go first, they won't know the phone number. So this is really creating the right behaviors within a real estate brokerage. Let me tell you how this sounds. Let me give you an example of how this sounds.
Welcome to Team Thompson.
That was the same one. Let me do this one.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Open House Everyday service for Jim Metz with Town and Country Realty. Can open this home for you to tour ASAP. If you're an agent or represented by an agent, press 1. Otherwise, press 2. Please hold while we locate the closest agent to let you in.
You can't see my phone right now, but I'm actually getting the call at that particular time. What this allows very strong listing agents, and that is the focus of our products mainly, is that they may not want to deal with buyers, but they want to control the showing process from the yard. Their team members are simply right here. The agent can say, I can control who gets into the house. They have to schedule the showing. And unlike normal open houses, it's not a free-for-all. It's not on a Sunday where you have multiple people lined up to get in. This schedules people one by one, and it can be done every day. I sent over a video a little bit earlier about the sales process and what it sounds like to lose a listing. And I hope you guys got a chance to listen to it. But this is a real differentiator. And we have a belief that if your agents can't explain the benefit of what you're doing in a listing presentation, then it's probably not going to be brought up. We try to keep these things very simple for people to understand. Finally, many of you throughout the country at some time or another have probably seen one of these sign writers. This is the biggest part of our revenue. We've been doing it the longest period of time, and we create the ability to get information immediately, audibly or by text in English or Spanish, and we're able to do that on a 24/6 writer. This is what the curbside product sounds like.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the 24/7 Property Info Line. If you know the code of a property, please enter it now. Para español, marque el asterisco. Press 1 at any time during this presentation to schedule a showing of the property, or press 2 to receive a text with a link to photos. This architecturally significant 4-bedroom, 3 full bath custom home is...
I'm not going to go through the whole thing again, but to give you an idea, one of our larger clients, I think, does an excellent job of implementing this. It's all data driven. Cry-like Realtors pulls in on average about 3,500 leads a month. And the beauty of the leads that are generated off the VoicePad system is that they're phone number leads. They're very actionable by agents. Once they call or text in, we will text the agent with the phone number and the property that they inquired on. Gives the agent immediate opportunity to call them back if they decide not to transfer through. I indicated this a little bit earlier, but there are a lot of buyers who are looking in a tight market like this to work directly with the listing agent. The same offer might get more favorable, considering that is a discussion we can have at any time in the future about how this works and why it works. We have clients that actually use the codes on the backs of flyers, of all things, that they put in yards, and it is especially successful as well. The thing that I wanted to convey most of all with Eve is that she's very flexible and very customizable. And most people don't know what order they would want to automate their phones with. But if they asked their receptionist what they were doing all day long, they were waiting for junk calls, and it's not a good use of time. On the other hand, Eve, who I introduced you to earlier, she works for $1 an hour. She works 24/7. She never complains. She's bilingual. She does things that human beings probably shouldn't be doing. And that's why we're in the business with the on-demand reception. I've got a few more minutes. So I would like to go ahead and for those of you who are interested, I would like to show you the sales presentation or a call to an agent that just lost a listing.
Hi, this is Jim with Town and Country Realtors.
Hello, Jim. This is Margaret.
Well, hi, Margaret. It's good to hear from you.
Jim, I wanted to get back with you regarding the listing of our home. Both Carl and I were very impressed with you.
You're very kind. Thank you.
But we've decided to list our home with Jan at Uptown Realty.
Oh, I know Jan. She's a fine agent. I'm sure she'll do an excellent job. You know, Margaret, I'm trying to improve as a professional. Could you tell me what I could have done to get your business?
Of course. Jan offered to do an open house every day for the first 2 weeks of the listing.
Wow. So Jan agreed to sit in your house every day for 2 weeks?
Oh, no. She uses open house every day. Potential buyers can either text or call the open house sign. It rings all her agent partners at once. That way, someone's always available to show the home. Plus, nobody gains entry to the home without being vetted first. And that's why we chose Jan to list our home.
But I'm your nephew.
And that's what it is. It's a safer open house, and it can be executed on a daily basis. I think I'm back now, Jacqueline. But we can't wait to go into depths, show you the dashboards that we have, how they can integrate with your service. One of the things that we're very attuned to here at VoicePad is that we have the tools to help you make your goals. We have tools that you won't find anywhere else in the world. And that curbside lead gen product that I just demonstrated to you, it's by far the finest product of its type on the market. Nothing even comes close. Even when we launched it, 14 years ago, it was the best product on the market. And we've been really working on that ever since. And markets go in cycles. I mean, there could be a good argument made right now that nobody needs any help to sell a home. But those times are changing. And we think we've got the products to help with that. I think I got finished a little bit early, Jacqueline.
Hey, that's okay, Randy. This was a great taste of everything that VoicePad offers. And again, when we're thinking about our end-to-end Elevate vision, Elm Street technology vision, there's a lot here that we have the opportunity to take advantage of to help our brokers and our teams become more efficient, to help our agents get the potential to be the buy and the list side agent and do better business. So I hope that overall both of these demos were enough to give folks a flavor of what we're going to begin to work on for integrations and this vision of our end-to-end product. And as we get farther into 2021, we'll only learn more, and we're excited to get going with building this end-to-end vision. So thanks, everybody. See folks tomorrow, and have a great rest of your day.